compromise. Tires screaming loud, dirt flies free. Adrenaline rushing, it's just you and me. Engines roaring in a mad race. Mud splashing on every face. Rivals on the track ain't got a chance in this chaos we call our dance. Slide on the edge, feeling alive. Every heartbeat keeps the dream alive. Fast lane chasing every twist and turn. In the fire we crash and burn. Leading the pack but the night is young. Running circles till the final song. Not just a game but a war unchained. In the dust and mud we're permanently stained. Rolling through the night, lights blur and blend. Round and round the track, no clear end. Freedom found in every spin. In the dirt we find our way. Slide on the edge, feeling alive. Every heartbeat keeps the dream alive. Fast lane chasing every twist and turn. In the fire we crash and burn. Leading the pack but the night is young. Running circles till the final song. Not just a game but a war unchained. In the dust and mud we're permanently stained. We're permanently stained.
Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome in as we get ready to rock and roll here again this afternoon as the Bulletproof Motorsports Late Model Series jumps out onto the racetrack. We are at the beautiful USA International Speedway. As the action is just about to get started, things are just about to get crazy here this evening as Ty Dickinson, Sweet Tea, coming in, showing the love here in this one. Ty says, oh, hi, hey, how are you? James Young, or Justin James Young coming in as well. What's good, James? How are you, brother? Says, oh, hi as well. Robbie Tester with the oh, hi. Oh, hi is the, apparently what everyone wants to say. So, oh, hey, how are you? How you guys doing? How you guys doing tonight, man? Showing the love here in this one as Robbie Tester also says, yo, let's fucking go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's get it. As Robbie Tester coming in with a 45-star bomb as well. New star cinder right there as well. Robbie, I appreciate that, coming in with the 45 stars. My boy, Justin James Young coming in as well with a 50-star dono here in this one. And Ryan Carnegie, Mr. Carnegie, coming in with the 45 stars as well. As right now, my boy Justin James Young with the big D on the day. The big D of the day right now going to Mr. Young out there on the in the Facebook broadcast. Is Mama Bear, Susie Dickinson. How are you, Mama Bear? Coming in, showing the love here in this one. Says hello, my boy Aaron. Hello, Mama Bear. How are you? As Papa Mike, Mama Bear, both coming in with the heart reactions. Caleb Don with that share on the broadcast as a star party has been started, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what the star party is at, but we're already at 9% of the way there. Star party, we got about a couple minutes left on it. If you guys want to help us out, hit that star party. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. It's Ty Dickinson coming in with the heart reaction. My boy Ryan Carnegie coming in as well with that heart reaction. Charlie Minders coming in with the like on the stream. Same with Corey Ben Schneider dropping that thumbs up here on the broadcast. Is yo, Justin James Young. Justin coming in, setting it off again here in this one. 239 star bomb in here in this one. The big D of the day. Almost 290 stars now on the afternoon for Mr. Young coming in, setting it off here in this one. It's, oh, there's the big D right there. our big D of the day goes to Joshua Peacock. Mr. Peacock coming in, setting it off here in this one with a 555-star bomb coming in, setting this one off as Justin is sending you his insulin money. Oh gosh, I hope it's not his insulin money, as my boy Josh Peacock coming in, setting it off as well with the 555 stars, becoming the big D of the day, and we have accomplished the Star Party achieved, baby. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Star Party being done up in this one. Absolutely insane, as we do see drivers out on the racetrack. See Will Klein jumping out there. Here comes Aaron Benschneider in that BC Racing number 44 ride. He jumps out there, as well as Josh Peacock says, let's hope for a better showing this week. Brother, I know it. What do we got in store for tonight, Robbie? We got the late model stock cars out there on the speedway. This should be a lot of fun. I think this is going to be a pretty exciting race. Josh Peacock himself, he's the man with the plan. He's one of the admins and the guy who puts this all on, and he's taken a step back here again. It sucks to see that he had to get to that point, but last week a lot of caution flags, a lot of, beating and banging, battling, a lot of yellows out there on the racetrack, so he's actually taken one for the team here and decided to step out of the driver's seat, jump up into the admin booth, and he's going to be the eyes in the sky, watching over these drivers, making sure that things got to stay under control here. See if we can get some more good green flag laps, and if we can, holy smokes, Papa Mother Fluffin' Mike, are you kidding me? Papa Mike coming in with the 1,400 mother fluffin' star bomb. Are you kidding me? Papa Mike coming in says, you know what, hold my beer, everybody else. I'm going to jump in, and I am going to be the big D of the day with the 1,400 star bomb. Absolutely insane, as we just saw Chuck Sims out there on the racetrack. He jumps up into the 11th position. Caleb Dodd and Kyle Surratt out there on the speedway looking to try to lay down their lap time. Surratt currently 17th fastest here. He got off to a bad start last week, but rebounded up inside the top 3, as Robbie Tesser says, that's something I want to try, is late models. The late models, I feel like they're a lot of fun, man. They're a lot of fun. If you can find a good group of drivers, a good group of, buddies to jump out there and race and battle with, man, I feel like they're a ton of fun. Let's get a huge shout out in the comment section as well right now. Let's get a shout out to just the Peacemaker fam in general. Papa Mike, Josh Peacock, Robbie Tester, Mr. Carnegie, Justin Young coming in, everybody coming in with the huge love here this afternoon. We appreciate each and every one of them. So let's get a hashtag Peacemaker fam up in the chat here right now for all these amazing people coming in, showing the love. Is Down South Production coming in with that share on the broadcast. Michael Murdoch coming in as well with that thumbs up here on the broadcast. You guys absolutely blowing it out of the park in this one, as Justin says hashtags because I love you. Okay, there we go. And coming in with the hashtag Peacemaker fam as well. I appreciate that, Justin. As we'll get ready to see these drivers jump out onto the racetrack here. This is going to be a lot of fun. This is going to be pretty interesting, because this 26 ride that's going to be starting in the pole position, Michael Leip. Leip has been off to a hot start here. He's had a couple really fast race cars. He's put down some great lap times and continuing to qualify up towards the front of the field. He's had tough luck in both of the races so far this season. I feel a lot of drivers are really in that same category, and looks like he's got that pole position. We'll start out in front here in this one. Tyson Pankow will start to his outside. It's Jared Hughes will start in position number 3 here this evening, with Kyle Surratt to his outside. They're in position number 4. Josh Ely in the Papa Mike Promotions 09 Laser Engraving, the KC Speedworks ride. That is Josh Ely in the 5th spot, with Devin Kelly to his outside in position number 6. Then we see Tyler Carnegie, the BC Racing, the RC Paints number 161 ride, starts there in 7th. He's going to have the JP Design finds Bulletproof Motorsports number 6 of Matthew Peacock to his outside. The number 44 ride, that is Aaron Benschneider. Benschneider there in the BC Racing number 44 will start in position. Number 9 to his outside is that 62 of Chuck Sims. Starting in position number 11 in the 79 ride is the Peacemaker Gaming, the RC Paints number 79. Beautiful looking ride out there on the speedway again for Ryan Carnegie as he'll start there in 11th. Charles Minders will start there to his outside in the 12th position. Starting in position number 13 in the number 5 ride, that is Will Klein into his outside in the E&D Farms Papa Mike Promotions, the Peacemaker Racing Team number 67. That is Ty Dickinson, Sweet Tea himself, starting back there in position number 14 with the number 51. That is Caleb Todd there in the 15th position. Randall Autry will start back in 16th. The number 41, that is the BC Racing RC Paints number 41 of Michael Murdoch, who will start back there in 18th, and Jeffrey Anders in the Down South Production 999 ride will start back in 18th. There's 18 drivers getting ready to go to battle here in this one. Trump says, yo, the clash last night for the Cup Series was fire. It was really good for quite a while, but here, this is going to be a lot better. As Will and all the anticipation with our feature presentation as we are quickly green flag racing here from USA International Speedway. The 93 machine here this evening. It's Michael Leip out in front. Leip leads us down through corner number 3 and out at corner number 4, looking to clear that 91 right of Tyson Bankow, and he will stay out in front and lead lap number 1, and finally getting clear of that 91 ride. Should be a good fight here all evening long. Up towards the front of the field is Jared Hughes right there trying to work to the back bumper of that 91 ride, having a great start to this race. Up there in that 3rd position, Kyle Surratt and Josh Ely rounding out our top 5 out there on the racetrack. Here we go. Here comes Tyler Carnegie. Tyler Carnegie now up into 6 is Devin Kelly in the 00. Slides back into position number 7, and he may slide back another spot or 2 as he's getting a little freight train here on the outside lane. Seems like that outside groove just not quite up the par as of yet. He'll lose another spot. He'll slide back. Now he's got the 66 rider, Charles Minders, working down to his inside. Now he's trying to get back down low, but here comes the 79 ride. That's Ryan Carnegie. Carnegie looking to take advantage of that 00 ride early on in this race with a 00. Trying to find a hole. He's looking down low. He almost has that 79 ride clear, and it looks like down through 3 and 4, he will clear Ryan Carnegie and stay in that 9th position. Now we'll have to wait and see if he can try to race his way back up towards the top 5 here in this one. As right now our top 5 have not moved positions. They all are sitting in the same spots that they started in. And right now it's Michael Leip with that race lead. Tyson Pankow right there trying to hunt him down. Same with Jared Hughes as he rolls in that 3rd position. Kyle Surratt and Josh Ely rounding out our top 5 with Tyler Carnegie, Aaron Benschneider, and already Charles Minders up 6 positions. The 66 right on the move to the front of the field. Started back in 14th. Now finds himself there in the 8th position. Devin Kelly there in the 9th spot with Ryan Carnegie rounding out our top 10. Then we see Chuck Sims, Matthew Peacock, and Ty Dickinson already up a few spots here himself as the HNL E&B Farms number 67 rolls up into position number 13 on the speedway. Will Klein back there in the 14th spot with Randall Autry, Jeffrey Anders there in 60th, Michael Murdoch, and Caleb Todd bringing up the rear of the field out there on the speedway as Leip continuing to show these drivers how to get it done as Justin James Young says, go Ty, cheered on Ty Dickinson out there on the speedway as Dana Blanton coming in, becoming a brand new follower here on the broadcast. Dana, welcome to the Peacemaker family. Welcome to the Peacemaker crew. As Mama Bear coming in with the exclamation mark followers, the 1,000 in 27 days of being a follower here on Peacemaker Gaming. That is absolutely insane. Is Caleb Ramsey. What's good, Mr. Ramsey? Ramsey coming in, showing the love as well here in this one. He says, let's go, baby. Yes, Sirski, as Ty Dickinson says, hey, Caleb, Caleb, hopefully you're feeling better. Yeah, Caleb, I read that the other day, yesterday morning or Saturday morning, you posted that on Facebook, brother. Listen, man, our hearts and our prayers are with you. I hope that everything with your heart and everything else is clean and past, and hopefully it's not too bad, or hopefully we won't have any long-term effects, and hopefully you just get healed up, rest, be stress-free for a little bit, and get back to what you usually do, and not have that to worry about out there. That's a scary thing, man. That's a scary thing. Is Mr. Ramsey also coming in with the exclamation mark followage with the 1,127 days, exactly 100 days more than Mama Bear. That's absolutely insane. As man, we see some great racing, some great battling out there on the speedway. As yeah, Robbie, the Cup Series clash, it was pretty good, man. I like seeing Chase Elliott win. That was always good. I'm just glad it wasn't Joey Logano or Brad Keselowski, so I'm happy about that. And seeing a Chevy out in front, always a good sign. As Nathan Corporing and Racing coming in with that thumbs up on the broadcast. Craig Michael Deacon also coming in with that like on the stream. Caleb Ramsey with that heart reaction. Brother, we were hoping and praying for the best for you, my dude. It's out in front, Michael Leip. Leip leads the way here at USA International Speedway. Tyson Pankow trying to stick right there with him. Unfortunately, falling back about 6-7 car lengths from that number 93 machine as Pankow sits there in position number 2. Has a couple car lengths between himself and Jared Hughes as our top 5. All staying right in the same spot out there on the speedway. Some good single file green flag laps being led here this evening. These guys putting on a heck of a show for us, and we're already down 15 laps in. Working in on 60 laps left to go here in this race. So 60 laps left here in this one. Non-stop green flag racing here with the Bulletproof Late Model Series. These drivers putting on an absolutely amazing show for us here this afternoon. As Leip out in front continue to try to stretch that race lead out. We're starting to see that gap shrink a little bit. The 91 ride of Tyson Pankow maybe starting to hunt him down as tires could become a huge factor here this afternoon. If tires start to fall off, drivers may start to slide backwards. Their cars may get a little bit looser, sliding around the racetrack a little bit more, where they gotta, get onto the binders a little sooner, try to, make that corner turn a little bit better. And unfortunately, when you're struggling out there, the tires are fading away. You run quite a bit slower lap times. And if someone back there behind you has been saving some tire or just waiting patiently, trying to make sure that they have a little left in the tank later in a run, that they may be able to hunt you down and make some moves. And we may be seeing that right now just ever so slightly out of our race leader as Tyson Pankow trying to hunt him down. Jared Hughes back there in that 3rd position, actually starting to fall away from the 91 ride as well. That gap starting to grow more between Hughes and Pankow as Kyle Surratt back there in 4th. Josh Ely sits there in that 5th position. Tyler Carnegie right there with them in position number 6 is Aaron Benschneider there in position number 7. Devin Kelly getting back around Charles Minders here as Minders starting to slide backwards just ever so slightly. The 00 working himself back into the 8th position, and for Minders, he gained a lot of positions quickly out there on the speedway in a quick hurry. He laid down some great lap times and potentially sliding back a little bit more, maybe starting to struggle a little bit with that 66 ride, and we'll have to keep an eye if he continues to fall backwards as Ryan Carnegie trying to hunt him down. Chuck Sims right there with Matthew Peacock back in the 12th position. Ty Dickinson in the E&D Farms Papa Mike Promotions Mama Bear number 67 ride rolls there in that 13th position. Will Clyde right there behind him. Then a bit of a gap all the way back to our 15th place driver. That is the 999 ride. That is the Packer Stepper, the Down South Productions 999 ride of Jeffrey Anders. As Anders back here in that 15th position, looking to try to have a good day at the office for himself as the JP Designs number 51 ride. Caleb Todd back in 16th with Randall Autry and Michael Murdoch bringing up the rear of the field in the BC Racing RC Paints number 41. Some great racing, some great action out there on the speedway. Let's see if we can jump on board here for a lap around the racetrack with Ty Dickinson as we'll jump on board here with Sweet T himself. Down the front straightaway across the line right there, and he's right on the back bumper here of this 6 race. See the 6 getting a little bit loose there. That car kicking around the rear end, kind of sliding out. Ty's able to get a great first and second corner. Closes right in on the back bumper here, now putting the pressure there as he's looking down low underneath the 6 machine. The 6 of Heacock goes up the racetrack right there, kind of giving the lane, but good piece of momentum down and out of corner number 4 as just looks like the 6 ride's really struggling, trying to hold that inside lane, trying to stay on that yellow tire. And Ty Dickinson starting to look to try to take advantage of that as he's continuing to work right here behind this 6 ride, trying to slide up towards the top 10 here in the 67 ride as it's his first race out there on the speedway in these late models here with the Bulletproof Motorsports Late Model Series. As the Bellas Bullies E&D Farms ride rolls there in that 13th position. He's also getting some pressure here to his back bumpers. That's the 5 ride. Will Clyde right there with them, but out in front leading the way, it's Michael Leip. Leip actually starting to open up that gap a little bit more here once again. Pankow starting to slide backwards here. Pankow in the 09 laser engraving Bulletproof Motorsports JP Designs number 91 ride back into that second spot, and he's sliding back here almost 9/10 of a second behind our race leader Jared Hughes. He's a little farther back here of the 91 ride since they're in that 3rd position. As Kyle Surratt, Josh Ely, our top 5 all staying right where they started. No one's changed positions up here inside the top 5. It's been pretty clean, clear sailing here for these top 5 competitors this afternoon. Now this 161 rider Tyler Carnegie. Carnegie doing a great job here as the BC Racing 161 sits right there just on the outside of the top 5, but he is ready to strike. He's ready to make some moves here, and he's been right there hanging with that 36 of Josh Ely and the 19 of Kyle Surratt. Is a little farther back, and you see Aaron Benschneider. Benschneider trying to hold off that 00 ride as here comes Devin Kelly. Kelly looking to try to make the move back around that 44 ride after sliding backwards early in this one. The metal roofs, JP Designs 00 machine. Slide back up to where he started. That was in that 6th position. As early on, he unfortunately lost a couple spots and fell back into position number 9, but starting to rebound, able to make his way around the 44 of Ben Schneider. Ben Schneider slides back into that 8th position here. Devin Kelly back up into 7th. So we'll see if he can try to race his way back into the 6th position as Tommy Polt, hopefully I'm saying that right, Polt, I'm probably getting that completely wrong. Polt's coming in with the like on the stream. Tommy coming in, showing the big love here in this one. Justin James Young, my boy Justin, coming in as well, showing the big love here throughout the broadcast with that heart reaction, showing all the love here this evening. And Craig Landrum also coming in with that thumbs up on the broadcast. Craig, welcome in. How are you, brother? Hopefully you're having yourself a wonderful day. Man, just nothing but good, hard fun racing out here on the speedway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. If you're just tuning in, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow and subscribe button, as these guys are putting on one heck of a show for us, man. This has been a lot of fun. These guys are really putting in the work and showing us how to win a race here and run a race this afternoon. As after what was partially a little bit of a wild race last week, we saw a lot of drivers running into issues, and now we do see a couple more drivers start to run into problems here as Kyle Surratt down and off the racetrack. We will see the caution flag come out here. Surratt has just disappeared off of the server, so I don't know if he may have alt F4'd or what may have happened, but we do see the 36 and the 19 end up getting together, and that's going to bring out our first caution flag of the day. Let's play this back and take a look here as Ely right in behind the 19 ride, and then down out of corner number 4. Just, looks like something happens here. Something goes wrong with the 19 ride of Kyle Surratt. Watch Surratt right here. Coming out of corner number 4. Let's play this back just a little bit. Let's take a look here at Kyle Surratt. Is this number 19 ride? I don't know if he just runs out of fuel or the power in the car just all of a sudden goes out as he comes out of 4 just limping here. The 36 gets a great run, goes down to his inside. The 19 trying to get down out of the way, unfortunately ends up tagging that 36 ride of Josh Ely, and you see this 19 just wash down the racetrack into the wall. He's going to end up alt F4ing out of this race as the 36 continues to slide here, and unfortunately for Josh Ely, sideways there on the bottom side of the speedway, that's where we see that caution flag fly for the Milner Media and Designs 36 machine as, I'm not sure, yeah, you may have lost connection right there. That is a tough break for the 36 machine and a tough break for the 19. Both drivers up inside the top 5. Now both drivers, down pit road or off the racetrack is kind of certain. Yeah, he's not even out there on the speedway. He's not down pit road. He is just up and out of this race as we do see some drivers coming down pit side. Caution flag pit stops here about halfway through this race, and here you go, where you see some of them headed down pit road, making some moves. Charles Minders ended up staying out on the racetrack there, so the 66 did not come down pit side, and maybe a little bit of a strategy move right there. He's just got to hope that we don't go into a long green flag run like we just did, or else he's going to have to make a green flag pit stop out there on the speedway. But if we see another couple caution flags quickly here in this race, it may benefit him. Maybe he'll let everyone behind him burn their equipment up, and maybe he can have the best tires out there on the racetrack late in this race. As we'll get them stacked up, we'll get them racked up, we'll get ready to go back to green flag racing. Here in this one is Gabriel Gordon. Gabriel coming in with the like on the stream as well. How are you, Mr. Gordon? Coming in, showing the love here this evening. As ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hit that thumbs up button, hit that share, hit that follow, hit that subscribe button. If you're watching over on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube, make sure you guys show the love on all the channels. Make sure you guys go check them out on every one of our channels here. And if you haven't already, make sure you go over to our Twitch channel as well. If you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to our Twitch live streams for absolutely free. That's ad-free viewing, high quality, everything else. So if you have Amazon Prime and you're not doing anything with it, jump over onto Twitch and drop your boy that free sub. It costs you absolutely nothing and just takes money out of Amazon's pocket. We all like to do that. We all like to get a little bit extra out of what we pay for, and that's definitely something that could help me go a long way as we go back to green flag racing. Here in this one is Charles Minders trying to hold on to the race lead here as he gets that first restart of the day. But here we go, the fresh tires back there behind him. Here comes the number 93. Lipe looking to try to make the move around the 66, but Charles Minders trying to hold on to position number 1. They're door to door down across the start finish line. It is Minders who will keep that race lead. The 93 right of Lipe back here in position number 2, but able to get a great run down the back straightaway and out at corner number 2, and he is quickly going to try to slide in front of this 66 right, clear him as quickly as possible. Same with the 91 right of Tyson Pankow, as Pankow right there back up into position number 2. So Minders does slide back into third. His light back out in front. Jared Hughes there in position number 4, and looking for more is Devin Kelly. Kelly's right here. Kelly's ready to strike. He's now up back inside the top 5 on the racetrack, and we'll have to wait and see if he can try to scoot his way around this 66 right and maybe the 98 as well, and up into the top 3. As Tyler Carnegie back there in 6th, Chuck Sims now there in 7th. He's got Ty Dickinson and Sweet Tea down low, trying to make that move around the 62, trying to put himself up and into that 7th position as they're side by side down the back straightaway into corner number 3. The 44 of Aaron Benschneider rolls there in the 9th position as Josh Ely trying to race his way back up towards the front of the field. Ely sits there in position number 10. Ryan Carnegie back in 11th with Will Klein, Caleb Todd, Matthew Peacock, and Jeffrey Anders in the Game South Productions. Number 999 right back there in that 15th spot on the speedway. Michael Murdoch back there in position number 16 with Randall Autry there in 17th. Kyle Surratt and Josh Peacock both down and out of this race as out in front. Lipe picking right up where he left off before that caution flag, and he is looking to try to pull away with this one, trying to put that 93 ride for the first time here in the season up and in to victory lane as he rolls there in the top spot. Tyson Pankow trying to hunt him down. They were battling hard here late in the race last week, and we ended up seeing this 91 ride of Tyson Pankow pick up the checkered flag and put himself up into victory lane. Now we're hoping to see if he can get it done here for a second race in a row. The 91 ride right there within striking distance of our race leaders. We did see Jared Hughes and Devin Kelly both get around that 66 ride. Now Tyler Carnegie, Ty Dickinson, Aaron Benschneider, Josh Ely back up inside the top 10. Chuck Sims, Ryan Carnegie around that 66 ride, as well as Charles Minders. Unfortunately, not coming down pit road there during that caution flag with everybody else, and now we're starting to see some good green flag laps being laid down here, and he is continuing to slide backwards. The drivers that were down pit road, they got some fresh tires on. Their cars are hooked up. They are running perfectly out there on the speedway, and this 66 ride, he's struggling, just trying to keep this car under control, trying to keep himself on the lead lap and out of trouble here, and hoping for another caution flag. He'll probably get the next 5-10 laps or so if he could get another yellow flag and come down pit side where everyone else stands out there on the racetrack. Maybe he can have the freshest tires on the speedway and see if he can use them to his advantage. As Bree coming in. How are you, Brienne? Brienne coming in, showing the love here with that thumbs up on the broadcast. And Gabriel Gordon, coming in, hitting that follow button, becoming a brand new member of the Peacemaker family. Gabriel, welcome to the Peacemaker fam here this afternoon, brother, coming in, showing the love here as we do see the caution flag come back out. Look out, our third place driver, Jared Hughes, turned around, and we got a bit of a parking lot down here through corner number, I believe this is corner 1 and 2 out there on the racetrack. Actually, it may be 3 and 4 here. Corner 3 and 4. We're going to see that caution flag fly here this afternoon as a couple drivers getting tied together and a few of them going around him. Caution flag will come out as I do believe it starts up in that battle for third. The 00, Devin Kelly trying to get around this 98 ride. They were nose to tail for quite a while, and Kelly trying to work his way to the front of the field. Just gets in there a little too deep and gets into that back bumper. Let's see if we get another look at this one, another angle at it as right here, you're going to see that 00 right there. Just gets into the back bumper, jacks up that 98 ride. It gets him turned around sideways on the racetrack. Now everyone's trying to avoid this 98. Unfortunately, Caleb Ton slides into the side of him. And we also saw, Josh Ely. Ely's trying to get checked up here. Ely's trying to keep himself out of this carnage here. And again, for the 36 ride, just nothing he could do. Wrong place, wrong time. Sees that car parked there in the middle of the racetrack. Goes up the speedway. Here comes Chuck Sims into his back bumper. That's going to help him go around. Here comes the 79 of Ryan Carnegie. He'll slam into the back end of the 62, and then there you go. You see that 36 turned around up there on the high side of the racetrack. Everyone else trying to work their way through this, as well as pretty good damage on the front end of the Peacemaker Gaming 79 ride. Pretty good damage for Chuck Sims and the 36, as well as Matthew Peacock trying to avoid that 36. Ends up coming down the racetrack, hooks the 41 ride, and that's where we see them come together and they go around. There's Charles Minders getting stopped on the racetrack, trying to avoid T-boning the 36 ride, as everyone will get their cars rolling once again and back out there onto the racetrack. As we'll stack them up here, as we do see Devin Kelly down on the infield here. He's on the apron. Looks like the 00 is going to get that EOL, and unfortunately for Kelly, it looked like he had a really fast car. It looked like he really had control of that 00 ride, but unfortunately, just getting a little too quick, getting that contact into the back bumper, and unfortunately sending one driver around there, Jared Hughes, and that's a tough break for Hughes as well, as it looks like Hughes has actually taken his car off the racetrack as well and back down behind pit wall. So looks like Jared Hughes and Kyle Surratt both down and out of this race, and looks like 16 drivers left out there on the speedways. You see Charles Minders head down pit road. A few more of these drivers also made their way onto pit lane, as Jared Hughes still out there. He's still off the racetrack, so it looks like Chuck Sims did come back down pit road. We saw Minders come down pit side here as well on lap number 44. Everyone else last down pit road on lap 33 here, so we're inching closer and closer to the checkered flag, and we're inching closer and closer to see if those tires will pay off, if they will pay dividends here or not for that number 66 ride, and potentially for the 62, maybe if he had an extra set back there behind pit wall, maybe it'll help him out as well. As we are back to green flag racing. The green flag quickly back out into the air here at USA International Speedway as Michael Light leads the way. Tyson Pankow right there in position number 2 with Tyler Carnegie, Ty Dickinson, and Aaron Benschneider now rounding out our top 5 as look and Sweet Tea go. Sweet Tea up and inside the top 5. Now sits in position number 4 and looking for more. Trying to see if he can find a way around this 161 right to Tyler Carnegie and try to put this 67 up and onto the podium here this evening as some great racing action. We inch closer and closer to our checkered flag as we get closer to the dump here in this one. Only about 30 laps of racing left to go. Actually 29 down across the line here is lap 47 now underway here from the beautiful USA International Speedway. As we'll jump into a quick Peacemaker Gaming. Crank it up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, crank up that volume and cheer on your favorite drivers as we crank it up here for a quick moment in time here on Peacemaker Gaming. Charles, give it up here for all these drivers. A beautiful cranking up session right there as we inch closer and closer to our checkered flag. As these drivers continue to battle out there on the racetrack lap after lap. It's some great racing here again this afternoon with the Bulletproof Motorsports Series as these drivers battle out there on the racetrack as Michael Dickinson says, don't screw this up, Ty Dickinson. And got a lot of confidence there at Sweet T out there on the racetrack, hoping that he doesn't screw this up. As right now, Sweet T rolls in position number 4 on the racetrack. Currently, our Hard Charger is well up 12 positions. Started all the way back in 16th, now up inside the top 5 for that E&D Farms. Papa Mike Promotions, Mama Bear, H&L Peacemaker Racing Team number 67 ride. They're in that 4th position. As out in front, it's Michael Lipe. Lipe continuing to lead the way as we do see the 999 ride of Jeffrey Anders. Head down pit side. Looks like Anders having right front damage here. He may have gotten up into the outside fence and definitely not a spot you want to be if you're this 99 ride. This is his car getting repaired, getting some tires on it in the down south production. Number 999 ride. Getting some green flag laps here under the caution, not under the caution flag, and unfortunately he's going multiple laps down, now back in that 16th position on the racetrack, and definitely not the spot he wants to be out there on the speedway. Is out in front, and the spot that everybody wants to be. The 93 of Michael Lipe continuing to lead the way as the 93 down and out of corner number 4 will click off another lap, this time by the start-finish line, and we inch a little closer here to the checkered flag. Only 6 more laps left to go as Justin James Young says, go Sweet T. Cheered on Sweet T out there on the Speedway's our race leader, getting into a little bit of that lap traffic as Anders jumps back out onto the racetrack. Now look out, Anders goes around up and through the marbles there on the high side of the racetrack. No caution flag as of yet. We keep it clean and green, but Jeffrey Anders turned around, now backs it out onto the racetrack, and there is the caution flag. A late race caution flag here at USA International Speedway. Definitely not what any of these drivers wanted to see as the 999 ride here. Unfortunately, he's moving up the racetrack. He comes back out onto the speedway, sees that our race leaders are right here behind him. He goes up there. Look at the hindsight of this racetrack. It is nothing but heavy marbles is what they call them. It's a bunch of burnt off rubber off the tires, and that stuff is like driving on marbles, driving on ice up there, and it can make your tires very dirty in a quick hurry and very tough to control, and that's exactly what we see. He's up and through those marbles. The rear end just dirty, gets kicked around. The car goes flying sideways here as you see those dirt marbles and everything else fly up into the sky, and all of a sudden he washes down the racetrack into the grass here, and if he was able to get this thing pointed in the right direction and keep it down low on the grass here, but as soon as he kind of gets back there, right there and stopped a little bit on the racetrack, that's where the caution flag comes out. If he would have stayed in the grass and then rolled back out onto the racetrack, we would have stayed clean and green, but stopped just there on this racetrack and see the caution flag fly. So a tough break right there for the 999 ride, running into some more issues, and a tough break for all of our drivers here. There's a lot of drivers coming down pit road. We see Devin Kelly down pit side, Caleb Todd, Michael Murdoch making some late race pit stops here. We see the number 38 down pit road as well, getting some repairs done to his car. That is the 38 of Randall Autry's. Autry down pit side in the Whiskey River 38 ride, but for our top 11 drivers, they did not come down pit road here, and now a late race restart to really spice things up here this evening as Michael Lipe had a fairly commanding lead between himself and the 91 ride of Mr. Pankow as Tyson sits back there in position number 2. They were pretty separate and pretty big gaps here for a lot of these drivers, and as Lipe will now have Pankow right back to his outside, Tyler Carnegie back to his rear bumper. Sweet T Ty Dickinson will restart here in position number 4, and now up inside the top 5 is the 36 rider Josh Ely. Ely gonna be looking to try to keep on racing his way to the front of the field as Ryan Carnegie, Aaron Ben Schneider, the 66 ride of Charles Minders, and the number 5 of Will Klein. I do believe will round out our top 10. Then we see Caleb Todd, Chuck Sims, Matthew Peacock, Devin Kelly, Michael Murdoch, Randall Autry. Bringing up the rear of the field here is Anders Hughes, Surratt, all either multiple laps down here or off of the racing surface. As lights are off, the official iRacing pace car. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you came here for a show, well, here you go. A late race restart as Ty Dickinson says boo. Josh Ely, boo. He says boo. You just got to try to keep that 36 right back there at bay, sweet tea. Maybe get a great restart on the outside lane with Tyson Pankow right there in front of you. Maybe see that 67 make a trip up here into the broadcast booth this afternoon as this one will go back to green flag racing. Only a few more laps left to go. 4 more laps to duke it out here this evening as you do see Sweet Tea lines back up in position number 4. He's going to clear that 36 and now he gets a little contact. He gets into the 161. Look out, they're going to pile up here and the caution flag will come back out. Contact there as Ty Dickinson gets in a little deep here. Now, I don't know if he's 100% at fault or if the 161 may have came down a little bit. We'll take another look at it here, see if we can get another angle at it as Sweet Tea drives it down low, unfortunately, and just gets in there a little too deep. Not quite clear of the 161 down low as he was trying to take that inside lane away from him. Ends up making that contact into the left rear. The 161 of Tyler Carnegie trying to keep that thing pointed the right direction as Ty and the 36 doing a great job to avoid additional contact. Unfortunately, Aaron Benschneider comes down the racetrack, takes that 161 right. Pretty good contact there for him. And then we saw Ryan Carnegie also go around right here. He gets hit a couple times as Ryan sees this happen in front of him. He tries to get checked up. As he gets checked up, the 66 round of Charles Minders doesn't check up all the way. He gets in there. He gets underneath that 79. He spins him around, and that's also where we see that caution flag come out as both Carnegie's turned around, pointing the wrong direction right there. Chuck Sims, pretty good damage into him there on the front end as you do see the 6 ride of Matthew Peacock getting some damage. The 00 Devin Kelly also getting some damage right there as well as we do see Ryan Carnegie down pit road, Matthew Peacock down pit side as well, and looks like Ty Dickinson will be here at the back of the pack here for this restart. So a tough break for Ty Dickinson as he was trying to battle his way up inside the top 3 on the racetrack. Unfortunately, got in there a little too deep and taking out that 161 ride, and that'll send them both to the rear of the field here for this restart. Now there's a lot of drivers in front of Sweet Tea himself. He's got about 13 drivers in front of him. Looks like he's going to restart back in that 13th position. So 12 drivers in front of him now. We'll have to wait and see if in these few short laps, if we see more caution flags, maybe more opportunities to see if this 67 ride can rebound back inside the top 10, maybe make his way back up inside the top 5 here this evening. Alrighty, as we'll get ready to go back to green flag racing as Michael Dickinson with the palm in the face right there. Unfortunate break right there. I think you guys might have jinxed him. Unfortunately, I think, Michael, you might have jinxed him right there. You know, that's probably a jinx, 100%. As Ty says, I apologize. I feel awful. Hey, brother, that's just good, hard racing late in this one. As Mama Bear says, it's okay, Ty. Get back up there. Yes, ma'am. Get back up there, Sweet Tea. Put on a show for us and drive up through the field and put yourself back into a position to maybe slide back inside the top 5 out there on the racetrack. As Michael Dickinson, brother Mike, coming in with that like on the stream, and Down South Racing League also coming in, dropping that thumbs up here on the broadcast. I appreciate that coming in, showing the love here in this one. Down South Racing League and the Down South production crew coming in, showing the love as well as we get ready to go back to green flag racing as the 93 ride has been pretty much the reflection of perfection so far in this race. Life has been out in front, leading a lot of laps, but now we see a new driver into position number 2. It's Josh Ely. After getting tied up early in this race in a wreck, because there you go, maybe another one. Charles Minders turned around. They're bouncing, they're wrecking, everybody getting piled up in this one. A little bit of damage there for Sweet Tea himself on the front end as we'll play this back and take another look at it as it looked like Caleb Todd. Looks like Todd's going to get in here just a little too far. sends it in a little too deep, ends up making contact right there with that left rear quarter panel. Just unfortunately knocks this 66 right around, and as he's sliding sideways, you see Devin Kelly in here. He's just barely going to avoid him. Unfortunately for Chuck Sims, he can't avoid him and puts him back up into the 00 ride. Kelly then slides up the racetrack into Carnegie. That is the 161 of Tyler Carnegie. Nowhere to go. Chuck Sims back up into the outside fence as the 38 of Autry in there. He gets some pretty good damage as well as he's trying to stay out of it here. And you see Aaron Benschneider in the 51 right afterwards as Benschneider looks like we may see an angle right here. So the 66 ride getting knocked loose right there. He actually gets knocked loose up the racetrack, and he ends up getting into the 44 ride of Aaron Benschneider as well. The 51 trying to get around both of them, gets around the 66. Unfortunately, does not miss the 44 car, and then more drivers just pile driving into this one, man. A lot of drivers with some pretty heavy damage there. You see the 38 up and onto 3 wheels right there, and pretty heavy damage all around that race car. And unfortunately, a lot of tore up drivers out there on the speedway, and another caution flag and another opportunity here for a green-white checkered finish. So, woo, baby, we get a little closer here to the checkered flag, and this is going to be a wild one here in this one as Preston Williams. Preston coming in with the like on the stream. How are you, Preston? Preston coming in, showing the thumbs up on the broadcast as well as the Down South production crew. I was shouting you out for the share earlier, Down South Productions. Not just a like, but I do appreciate that coming in. They're dropping a like as well over on Facebook. So huge shout out there to them as well, coming in, showing the love here this evening as here you go, ladies and gentlemen. Another restart, another opportunity for drivers to try to race their way up towards the front of the field. Michael Leip has been out in front, but this will be the first restart with the 36 rider, Josh Ely, to his outside. Tyson Pankill back there in third with Will Klein there in fourth. Michael Murdoch in the 41 right up inside the top 5 with Devin Kelly. A little bit of damage there on that 00, slides back into 6 as Matthew Peacock, Aaron Benschneider, Ty Dickinson, and Ryan Carnegie round out our top 10 as we go back to green flag racing here at USA International Speedway. Another perfect restart there for the 93 ride as he quickly clears that number 36, and unfortunately you do see Devin Kelly the damage on that right front. The car just will not turn. Goes high up in through quarter 1 and 2, and the 00 ride will slide all the way back into the 14th position. Is down across the line. We will see that white flag fly. So one more time around here for Michael Leip as Joshua Ely and Tyson Pankow trying to hunt him down. Will Klein, Michael Murdoch, our top 5 out there on the racetrack as Aaron Benschneider rolls in 6 and Ty Dickinson back in 7th, but out of quarter number 4 and across the line, it's Michael Leip. Leip will get it done and pick up the checkered flag this afternoon in race number 3 of the Bulletproof Late Model Series as the 93 ride finally finds his way up and into victory lane after having a very fast car in the first 2 races, looking bound for potential victory lane in both of those events. Finally able to break through and stay clean out there on the speedway, not get tied up in any late race caution flags, and he puts that 93 machine up and into victory lane here this evening. Josh Ely coming home in position number 2 with Tyson Pankow going to round out our top 3 here on the speedway as we'll get ready to pull our top 3 up and into the broadcast booth as the 93 will pull himself up and into the Lakeland, Florida victory lane here at USA International Speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up here for all of our amazing drivers, man. That was a heck of a race, a heck of a show out there, man. These guys put on a great event for us this afternoon. Only a few caution flags, nothing too crazy, nothing too wild out there on the racetrack. For the most part, it was pretty clean and green racing. A lot of great laps, a lot of great times out there on the racetrack watching these drivers duke it out as man, actually, I've had the wrong logos up here this whole time, and no one's told me. Oh, gosh. Let me get those fixed up here for you. That's the wrong one. Where are we looking for? We're looking for Bulletproof here. Where the heck is theirs? My bad, Josh. My bad, Josh. There we go. There's the JP Designs logo. Huge shout out here to all of our sponsors here at the Bulletproof Motorsports Series. JP Designs, Bulletproof Motorsports themselves, Down South Productions, and all of our other amazing sponsors here in the series. I apologize about that. I thought I had that already switched over from our league last night. As Ty Dickinson says, heck yeah, Josh Ely, but also boo. Boo, he says. Boo, as Michael Murdoch says, hard charger. Hard charger with the horns up here in this one. And yes, sir, hard charger for certain, up 12 spots there into that 5th position, man. A great run and a great race, and good rebound there as well for Aaron Benschneider, able to come home in 6th, and Ty Dickinson up into the 7th spot there, making a late race charge back up inside the top 10, just a couple laps shy of potentially getting into position, back up inside the top 5 is Papa Mike. Papa Mike says, relations, Josh, great race. Congratulations, I think he meant congratulations to Mr. Josh Ely, and that was a great race, yeah, congratulations. I was like, relations, what in the world are we talking about? Is Ryan Carnegie says, damn, I felt good for that one. Yeah, that was a great race, man. That was a fun race, a lot of back and forth, a lot of great drivers doing some great things out there. A couple late race caution flags, but that's short track racing. It's to be expected to a certain extent out there on the speedways. We'll get ready to pull our top 3 up here into the broadcast booth. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up here for Mr. Michael Leip as he gets the job done and pulls himself up and into victory lane. Hey, Michael, it's Aaron up here on the Peacemaker broadcasting booth. You get a copy?
Yes, sir.
Michael, man, what a run, what a drive. Take us back through this one after, what was, pretty good, solid racing out there on the speedway. A lot of green flag laps, a couple late race caution flags to really make things a little bit more nerve-wracking there on those restarts, but you were able to just put that throttle down, use those tires correctly, and able to open up the lengths that you needed to just keep that 36 and the 91 ride of Tyson Pankow and Josh Ely off your back bumper.
Yeah, for sure, man. I want to just say thank all them for racing me clean, and Josh. It really, I feel like this week really made a difference. Had a meeting. I think he got, had a meeting with kind of everybody in Discord on the thing, and a lot better, cleaner racing this week. Did a really good job with that. Nice to get in some good green flag laps. Then it was just hit the marks. Definitely tore the nerves up a little bit once we got to the end there. With the 91, I was getting worried.
Yeah, Pankow right there, ready to strike, but no mistakes out of the 93 here this evening as you finally find your way up into victory lane. We talked about that earlier here. You had a really good run the first 2 weeks in the 26, Brian, and, you looked both times potentially like a race-winning car, and then later on in these races, you've ran into problems, whether or not it was, having to come down pit side and then getting, held back with caution flags or getting tied up in other wrecks and everything else, and you're yet to find victory lane, but showing a ton of speed out there on the speedway. And then here tonight, you switch things up, you roll out with the 93 machine, and maybe the change of number and everything else kind of has you on a whole different role and up into victory lane here this evening. So you're able to kind of break that curse of the first 2 races of the season.
Oh, well, yeah, I didn't even know. I thought I switched the paint scheme. I guess I didn't. But, I've always said, even in real life, if it wasn't for bad luck, I wouldn't have no luck at all. So whether it's self-inflicting or just everything else, I will find a way to mess it up. But it's been a lot of fun. Josh has got a really good platform right here. I like racing with these guys. Most everybody in here races really clean, so I enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of fun, a lot of great racing out there, a lot of elbows up racing, and you're able to hold all these guys off tonight. You're able to keep them all back there behind you, and you pull yourself up and into victory lane here at USA International Speedway. Michael, who would you like to thank for such a great run and strong performance here this week?
Again, just Josh putting it on, kind of tightened things up a little bit this week. And then my buddies back in the chat back there, Charles and Bubba, Charles was running a pretty good race right there. I think it got a little hairy there towards the end, but I think he took some 2 tires there and got up towards the front and was running a pretty good race. So shout out to them.
Absolutely. Well, Michael, a great run and a great race, and we can't wait to see you back in action next Monday and see if you can park this right back up into victory lane for 2 weeks in a row.
Oh yeah, man. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Enjoy the rest of your night and don't party too hard down there in Victory Lane. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up for Michael Leip as he picks up the checkered flag and pulls that 93 up into the USA International Speedway victory lane. As we'll get ready to pull in the rest of our top three here down pit side and waiting patiently here, it's Josh Ely who comes home in position number 2. We'll get ready to pull Ely up here into the broadcast booth as Josh comes home in that second spot here this evening. Hey Josh, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker Broadcasting booth. You get a copy?
Oh, yeah.
Josh, brother, another great run, another great race here for you in this one, man. Obviously, early on getting tied up. I'm not sure what happened there to Kyle Surratt, but it looks like at corner number 4, whether he ran out of power or lost connection there real quickly or ran out of fuel, but all of a sudden he's trying to get down out of your way. Unfortunately, you were already coming with a big head of steam as his car was losing drive there off of corner number 4. You end up making contact with them. You get turned around, and all of a sudden it puts you into a tough spot. Back there deeper in the field, and all of a sudden you're going to try to find your way through all that traffic, and slowly but surely, methodically, you pick them off. And late in this race, with a couple of those late race caution flags, you find yourself back up inside the top 5. Then all of a sudden up there in position number 2 and getting a couple golden opportunities to try to race with our eventual race winner Michael Leip there for the checkered flag.
Yeah, Coach had no control of what he was doing. Everything froze on him. I was in Discord with him. As soon as he said, "I'm froze," I just tried to get underneath him as fast as I could, and I think he barely clipped me enough where I couldn't even grab the car back underneath me. And knew it was going to take a lot to drive, but we had to be patient. Just pick them off one by one as we could, and just try to save as much tire as we could. Also at the same time, and that's 2 hard things to do with me behind the wheel. But we got it done, and had to play a little bit of dodgeball also. I know a couple of them wrecks I wasn't able to, but for the most part, we did what we had to do, and here we are. Don't know how we're here, but here we are.
Yeah, somehow or another, you find your way back up to the front of the field. You park it up here on the podium for a solid second place drive here this evening. Josh, who would you like to thank for a great run, great performance, and great rebound out there on the Speedway this week?
I got to first thank Mr. Pankow for missing that shift, because I wouldn't be right here. I'd probably be the next one back, right where he finished, about 3rd. So I got to thank him for missing that shift. But now I got to thank KC Speedworks, Bite On Outdoors, 09 Laser Engraving, Milner Media Design, Peacock for putting this thing on, you for giving a broadcast, and What the Hell Am I Doing Motorsports, because that's where I feel like I'm at.
Absolutely, brother. Well, it's always good to see you out there on the Speedway, and it's always good to see you succeed out there and jump up here into the broadcast booth as another solid podium run for you. And we can't wait to see you back out in action next Monday, and hopefully right back up here into the broadcast booth, maybe one spot better, and finally find your way in that 36 right back up into victory lane.
Yeah, we're going to try it. That's all we can do. This thing don't have dirt on it, so I don't know what really I'm doing a whole lot out here. Gas, brake, and go, and pray that it sticks and I don't hit a wall. So,
absolutely. Hey, that's all you can do sometimes, brother. That's all you can do.
All right, man.
All right, Josh. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and congratulations again on the second place finish.
Yes, sir. We appreciate it.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for Josh Ely. As Ely coming home there in position number 2. A solid run and a very solid drive there for the number 36 ride. As Ryan Carnegie says, kind of stinks not seeing a PC racing car on the podium. I can imagine it probably stinks a little bit, but man, you guys look good, man. There was a lot of fast cats out there, a lot of fast BC racing rides out there on the Speedway. You got Michael Murdoch up there, you got Ben Schneider, yourself. We saw, Tyler Carnegie up there battling inside the top 3. He was looking bound for another podium finish there himself, and some great racing nonetheless, man. There's a lot of back and forth, a lot of different movement, and it was a crazy race. A couple of drivers that I thought would have been, up there towards the end, like Jared Hughes and and Kyle Surratt, who ended up running into problems and didn't get the finishes that they were hoping for. And, seeing Charles Minders run into problems, Devin Kelly, and so many other drivers have a couple issues out there and just unfortunately feel the pain from it. Definitely made things tough here all afternoon for everybody. As we'll get ready to pull in our third place finisher here, Tyson Pankow, waiting down patiently pit side. Let's pull Tyson up here into the broadcast booth. Hey Tyson, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker broadcasting booth. To get a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Tyson, man, another solid run, another solid drive here for you this afternoon. A lot of laps back there in position number 2, trying to figure out a way to catch and pass that number 93 right here on Michael Lipe late in this race. And all of a sudden, on one of those restarts, make a slight mistake, and all of a sudden, Josh Ely's right there to take advantage of it and steal that second spot away from you here in this one, man. Take us back through the race, and what's going through your mind as you park it up here on the podium?
I was just trying to pace myself. I knew the right front, you could hurt it pretty bad if you tried to push too hard too soon, and I felt like I was holding Michael at bay around a half a second or so, and I was like, okay, well, maybe he's pushing a little harder and than he should be, and maybe he'll come back to me. And as the race went on, especially that first green flag run, he'd get a 10th on me and another 10th, and the next thing you know, he's over a second out in the lead, and I pretty much knew that I was racing for second. And then we caught that caution, and I was like, well, I'll get 2 tires, and maybe I can get in front of him. Maybe I can set the tempo of the race. And he took 2 tires as well, and then at the end, that last caution, or the second to last caution, I was like, well, I'm gonna start in first gear. That'll be perfect. I'll hopefully I can drag race him down the front stretch, and we'll go down in there, and maybe I can make something happen on the outside. And I chipped it in first gear, and then shifted it to second, and chipped it in second gear, and then I shifted to third, and chipped it in third gear. So then Ely went around me. So I'll take third.
Absolutely. Able to still survive and park it up here on the podium with a lot of fast cats back there behind you, man, but you were right there within striking distance of another checkered flag this afternoon. Thanks, and who would you like to thank for another great run and great performance out there on the racetrack?
I want to thank Josh Peacock. He puts this on. He actually set out tonight and admin trying to get the cautions down and keep everybody at bay. And it was a much better race than what we've had in the past. And I think it's for that. Hopefully we can get it straightened out and he can get back. But definitely Josh Peacock for putting on the show, and also Josh JP Designs for the wrap. 09 Laser Engravings. Josh Ely does really good work. Look him up on Facebook and get you something done. He real good dude, does real good work. And also want to thank Coach. Coach supplies pretty much everything I got here, used or one way or another. Got to thank him and also the teammates at Bulletproof, and of course always you for the broadcast. Wonderful broadcast.
I appreciate that, brother. Well, Tyson, another great run, another great race here for you in this one, man. We can't wait to see you back out in action next Monday and see if you can park yourself right back up here onto the podium and maybe a couple spots better, and keeping Lipe and Ely back there behind you and putting yourself up into victory lane.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do some work to keep Michael at bay.
Yeah, he's definitely looking like he's the car to beat out there. He's one fast cat. Obviously ran into issues the first couple weeks, but here tonight, no one able to catch him, no one able to make him pay for mistakes out there, and unfortunately, he settled back in there in that third spot.
Yeah, we'll see what next week brings.
Absolutely, brother. Well, we look forward to it. Can't wait to see you back out there on the racetrack, Tyson. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
You too.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up there for Tyson Pankow. As Pankow coming home in position number 3 here this afternoon. As ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I can't thank you guys enough for tuning in, showing up, and showing the love here all evening long. All the likes, the comments, the shares, any of the new followers or subscribers. I can't thank you guys enough for coming in and showing the love and becoming part of the Peacemaker family here today, and all the amazing star senders that came in throughout the beginning portion of this race, man. You guys absolutely killed it. I can't thank you guys enough for showing all the love. I had my boy Josh Peacock coming in, dropping some big stars. Papa Mike, Michael Dickinson with the 1400 star bomb earlier here this afternoon. And then we saw my man Justin James Young coming in with some big stars. Robbie Tester dropping some stars, as well as Ryan Carnegie. And man, I can't thank and appreciate you guys enough for coming in and showing the love all afternoon, man. And unfortunately, that will do it for us here this afternoon, but we will be back in action tomorrow night, as we got a potential one-off race tomorrow evening for the Racers Elite. Another series, another amazing series that we're going to be broadcasting tomorrow evening, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be very, very interesting to see really what these drivers are doing, how they're making it, and how they're cruising out there on the speedway, and see who can find their way up and into victory lane tomorrow night. An exciting series, a lot of new drivers, a lot of new faces and new places and everything else, so it's going to be a lot of fun to see that new action here on the channel. But listen, can't thank you guys enough for tuning in and showing the love here this evening, and I will see you guys all back in here tomorrow night for some more racing action on Peacemaker Gaming. Thank you all for watching, thank you all for tuning in. Peace out, baby. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen.
Dust up under moonlit skies, throttle wide open, no compromise. Tires screaming loud, dirt flies free, adrenaline rushing, it's just you and me. Engines roaring in a mad race, mud splashing on every face. Rivals on the track ain't got a chance in this chaos we call our dance. Slide on the edge, feeling alive. Every heartbeat keeps the dream alive. Fast lane chasing every twist and turn. In the fire we crash and burn. Leading the pack, but the night is young. Running circles till the final song. Not just a game, but a war unchained. In the dust and mud, we're permanently stained. Rolling through the night.